is good, maniacs and bookworms alike? Welcome to another episode of Media Fiend Book Club. It's your boy Media Fiend, and we are back. And I am excited to talk about this book today. But before I get into it, just know that when your boy discusses books and just gets the reviews going, I might jump into some spoilers. So if you haven't read the book yet, pause this, go read it, come back, let me know what you think in the comment section, whether you enjoyed the book, whether you hated the book, whether you enjoy my videos, or whether you think I'm full of crap. You know, whatever you want to do. I love the engagement I'm getting. I love the way we can have a discussion and we can talk about the books and just have a good time. So, all that being said, with all the niceties out of the way, just know anything beyond this point is spoilers. I try not to spoil like the endings and stuff. I try to stay away from super huge plot twists, but sometimes I might let it slip. So anything beyond this point, if it ruins it for you, I do apologize, but it's on you. But I love you guys. But anyway, we're jumping back into the world of fan fiction with this right here. And that was The Halloween Massacre by Jeremy Terry. And the synopsis was: 1973, Texas. The FBI and local authorities descend on the infamous Sawyer family's compound after one of their victims escaped, carrying a tale so horrific it was shocked the nation. 1978, Illinois. Sheriff Lee Brackett and Dr. Loomis end the babysitter killer's night of terror, but evil was allowed to endure. And it's 1986, and Michael Myers and Jedediah Leatherface Sawyer waste away in captivity, mostly forgotten except by those that were touched by their malice. Now a deal has been struck that will bring the two killers together for the first time before a live television audience in Haddonfiled, Illinois, against the wishes of Lee Brackett, Loomis, and the killer's surviving victims. In spite of Brackett's best efforts, tragedy strikes, leaving the television studio soaked in blood, and the town of Haddonfield in the grip of fear as the innocent town residents find themselves trapped between two monsters. Will Brackett and Loomis find Michael and Leatherface before it's too late, or will Tommy Doyle, Sally Hardesty, and their friends pay the price? Okay, so that was a synopsis. This right here was insane. Now, I will say it started off a little slow, a little bit at a snail's pace, because it had more pages. It's like 118 pages or something. And it started off a little slow, but it didn't stay slow. Okay, so basically, as you heard, you have Michael Myers, you have Leatherface. The beginning, the prologue starts with Leatherface in his compound with his brother and his uncle, and basically Texas Rangers, Texas sheriffs come in there, kill everybody, and they think they killed Leatherface, but Leatherface ends up surviving the onslaught, and so they lock him up. And then it goes to the night that Michael Myers did his thing. Okay, but that night, instead of him escaping after Loomis shoots him, he ends up getting caught and taken ahead of, kind of like what happened in the 2018 Halloween. He gets caught that night. This book right here follows Sally Hardesty, which is the girl who survived the original Texas Chainsaw movie, and it follows Tommy Doyle and Lindsay from the Halloween movie, the little kids. They're in their teens now, they're in high school, and basically it centers around Tommy fighting his demons with Michael. It really affected Tommy more than Lindsay, in the fact that Tommy's like very antsy. He's very scary. You know, scary as in like he can't get over the fact of that night. Like the boogeyman still haunts him. So when they bring these two together in Haddonfield, they bring Leatherface and Michael Myers to this. It's basically like a talk show where the host is going to give the people who were affected closure. Okay, so Tommy ends up going, so does Sally. And during this closure process, all hell breaks loose and Michael and Leatherface escape. Okay. Bloodbath ensues at this television station. Boy, is there a bloodbath. And then they go their separate ways. And basically, Tommy goes to high school with a crowd because there's a football game going on that night, and it's Halloween, and so there's a football game going on at the Haddonfiled High. Police go. Everybody who's there at the football game has to hold up in the school. Well, Sally and Tommy escape the TV studio, and they go to the school. Well, Michael, he wants Tommy. Like, he forgot all about. Well, he didn't forget, but he put, Jamie Lloyd on the back burner. He wants Tommy and Lindsay, so he's going after them. Leatherface wants to find a place that feels like home, so he goes in an opposite direction, and they basically meet at the end. And because Tommy, Sally, and Lindsay and a group of Tommy's friends run to where Leatherface is holed up, and Michael Myers chases them, and yeah, so you get your fight. My thing is with this book, the Easter eggs in this are phenomenal. There's a girl in here. Her name is she's okay. I'm trying to remember her name. She's Nancy Thompson's cousin, okay? And if you don't know who Nancy Thompson is, Annie. Her name's Annie Thompson. Nancy Thompson is Heather Langenkamp's character from A Nightmare on Elm Street. So there's little Easter eggs to A Nightmare on Elm Street in this. And there is a certain thing that happens in this book that when I read this brought a smile from ear to ear. One of the kills, you're just going to be like, oh, they threw that in there? You're kidding me. But yeah, so that right there made this, for me, a 6-star. Just that part alone. Like, the book was good. Like, the guy, again, another person who understood the assignment. The book was good. It started off slow. It originally was going to be, for me, like a 4.8, 4.75 read. But when that kill happened, it went from a 4.8 to a 6. So, of course, I'm going to give it, out of 5, it's a 5, but for me, it's a 6. That kill alone, single-handedly, in my opinion, saved this book. It didn't need saving, but it saved it anyway. Definitely check this book out. This is a very good read. It's a little longer, but this one was definite page turner. I actually read this at work while I was waiting for my machine to cut parts. And it would take a while. Like, we would have like a burner on. I was reading this and I couldn't put it down. It was such a good book. I couldn't wait to get to the end of it. I couldn't wait to see how they told the story and finished the story of these two terror titans. And I think they did a pretty good job. When they fought, there was a definitive winner. And yeah, all in all, great book. The ending was good. The story was good. The Tommy Doyle story was very good, of him trying to come to terms with his fears. Lindsay's story was good. They had your typical high school drama in here. So picture being a high school student going through high school things while you're living with the boogeyman in your past, and that was what this was. Definitely a great read. I recommend you check it out. For me, again, like I said, because of that one single kill, 6 stars. Pick it up, Amazon. I got it on sale. I'm telling you guys this fan fiction stuff is, for me, how your boy, when I used to do movie reviews, I used to say B horror, low budget was like an addiction to me. fan fiction starting to become an addiction to me, because it almost feels like that B horror stuff. It's them what if scenarios. It's them stories that are told that people want to know. You know, like, yeah, we know that Michael Myers chased Laurie throughout 4 movies. You know what I mean? 5 movies, 6 movies. You know what I mean? But what if he decided to tie up loose ends and chase Tommy Doyle, Lindsay, you know? What if he decided to chase them instead of going after Laurie right away? And then when they're kids, you know? The kills in here are bloody. Like the scene in the TV station alone. Holy cow. And there is a scene where all I gotta say is, man, the descriptive writing in this, top notch. So definitely recommend it. Check it out. The Halloween Massacre by Jeremy Terry. 6 stars, buddy. You did your thing on this. You, my friend, understood the assignment. So, all right. And now is our traditional what will I read next? And you know what? It's December. It's Christmas time. I decided to go something a little festive, a little bit Christmas oriented, and that I already started it. We're like almost 50 pages in, and this one's called I Found Christmas Lights Slithering Up My Street. It's another book by Ben Farthing. If you don't know, a couple videos back I reviewed his I Found Puppets Living in My Apartment Walls. Well, this is a part of his I Found series called, you know, I Found Christmas Lights Slithering Up My Street. So basically, like, this is like adult Goosebumps. So, and it's Christmas time, and I figured, you know what, let's get a little festive. So, there it is. I Found Christmas Lights Slithering Up the Street. And here it goes. It says, after last year's tragedy, Douglas's parents are ignoring Christmas. But when Douglas finds an eerie strand of light slithering through the sewer, he unwittingly unleashes merry terror upon the neighborhood's tacky lights contest. String lights spread like invasive kudzu turning festive decorations into surreal predatory nightmares. Determined not to lose both Christmas and his family forever, Douglas gathers his courage to confront the source of the holiday horror deep in the concrete pipes beneath the street. So there you go. Weird, fun, Christmassy. I Found Christmas Lights Slithering Up the Street. I'll check that out. You'll have my review in about a week or so. Sorry guys, I do want to apologize. Sorry, it is taking me a while to get some of these videos up. I'm working a lot. We got like another 8 days left, and then our work year is done. But they're taking full advantage of this. They're working us 10 hours a day. They're working us 6 days a week, trying to, I guess, I don't know, backlog, I think they're what they're saying, but we've been working a lot. So that's why these videos are taking some time to come out, because I haven't had time to sit down and film, because I work 3rd shift. I get off work, I come home, I pass out. That's my life. So, but we did it. We're good. So, all right, guys. With all that being said, if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button along with them bell notifications. That way, when your boy Media Fiend does throw up one of these book reviews or one of his shorts, you're in the know. So, with all that being said, I love you guys. Thank you guys. And until next time, this is your boy Media Fiend saying, as always, until we meet again, be chill, and we out. And happy reading. Peace.